Hello, beautiful people. This is Cindy Presgraves, and today I want to talk about the emotional and non-financial benefits of home ownership. There's a lot of things I know right now you guys are concerned what's going to happen, what's going to you gain that opportunity of the American dream as a homeowner. So with higher mortgage rates, you might be wondering if now's the best time to buy a home. While the financial aspects are important to consider, there are also powerful non-financial reasons. It may make sense to make a move. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more of the benefits to come up with a home ownership. And, what are the benefits? I mean, is it important? Is it not important? Are you thinking about your future? Because buying a home nowadays is building your wealth. If you're not building your wealth, if you don't have a home, how are you going to build your wealth? How are you going to build that stability and keep on growing in the future? Think about that. And it all starts with home ownership. So homeowners can make their home truly their own, of course. I mean, I own my house. I can put pictures on the walls. I can paint it. I can add stuff. I can make it my own. Nobody's going to tell me if I want to change, that I can't change this, I can't change that, and so forth. Now, owning your own home gives you a significant sense of accomplishment because it's your space. You can customize it to your heart's desire, and that will bring you added happiness. So right now, I'm going to tell you my personal experience. So I've owned my personal home by myself without anybody else. This is my home. So that means if I want to make changes, which I am actually going to be making, I'm changing little by little. I want to add a customized closet, and that's going to be installed in December and other things. I can do that because it's my house. Nobody's going to tell me, you can't do that. You can't. Unless, don't even get me started with the divorce and marriage stuff. But anyways, so that brings me happiness. I can do whatever I want to. I mean, I can paint the kids' walls. I can do accent walls. I can customize to my liking. Especially if I decide to go crazy on Pinterest, which is amazing. Sometimes they give you a little bit too many ideas and be like, how do I do this? How do I do that? And YouTube is amazing. But anyways, in fact, a report from the National Association of Realtors, this is NAR, here we go again, shows making updates or remodeling your home can help you feel more at ease and comfortable in your living space. NAR measures with this a joy score that indicates how much happiness specific home upgrades bring, according to NAR. I bought a new house a couple months ago. Well, it's been March, but I can do whatever I want to. Like, I already want to change the fixtures. I still haven't chosen what type of furniture I want to buy. And you know what? It actually makes me happy adding those little add-ons. I'm going to put a mudroom finally. I'm like, yay! Do I have to wait? Yeah, don't even get me started with that. But anyways, it's going to bring you a sense of happiness, joy. You don't have to be like, oh my gosh, I have to move again. When do I have to move? Oh, the lease is about to expire. So it's also talking about mental peace, and that's really, really important. So there were numerous interior projects that received a perfect score, joy score of 10. And I want to tell you what is a perfect joy score. Paint entire interior of the home, paint one room of the home, and added new home office. Look at my home office. Yes, I'm still working on it. Hardwood flooring, refinished, new wood flooring, closet renovation, insulation upgrade, and added conversion in the living area. So imagine yourself doing all those projects. Do you feel like you would love to do those? Would you like to customize your new home office? Would you like to add a different paint? Are you tired of the same paint that you're seeing on that lease that you're doing, that rental? You can't do anything about it, can you? But with your own home, of course you can do that. You can imagine the projects that you want to do. And especially if you have a significant other. Hey, husband, we're going to go ahead and do those projects this weekend. What are we doing this weekend? Forget about that. Going out? No, it's time to do that project. Okay. And then, you got the up and down about that, but that's a totally different story on that. But now as a homeowner, unless there's a specific association requirements, you typically won't have to worry about the changes you can and you can't make. All right, if you're choosing a house in an HOA, then that's a totally different story. Like, for the first time, and this actually really happened. If you look at my other videos, you're going to see a horse walking around Mundy Mill. and this is a homeowners association, but this horse did not belong here. Somebody decided to ride their horse around the subdivision, which was pretty cool. Now, if you rent, you may not have the same freedom. And if you do make those changes as a renter, there's a good chance you'll need to revert them back at the end of your lease based on your rental agreement. Do you really want to do that? Like I said, you have to sometimes, like, I lived that, like, I remember I lived in an apartment for a few years, and it was like, okay, it was frustrating because I know we're not going to be here. We cannot do this. We cannot do that. And it was crowded and small, and I just was like, we can't put the TV on the wall. We have to put it on a TV stand. There's not that much room. Oh, I wish I could paint this wall, or I wish I could put these pictures on. And honestly, I didn't like it. I did not like it until we got our own house, and I was like, okay, finally we can do whatever we want to, which is awesome. So here, if you rent, you're not going to have the same alternatives on that. Do you really want to be living like that? Think about that. And then there's also additional costs every time you move. I mean, I moved like a mile down, and I was like, oh my gosh, ugh. So the responsibilities of home ownership gives you a greater sense of achievement. So you're already owning your home. If you own your home, you're just going to be like, yeah, I own this house. And sometimes it takes you months to realize that you are a homeowner, that you actually work for that home ownership. So there is no denying taking care of your home is a large responsibility, but it's one you'll take pride in as a homeowner. Of course you take good care of your house. You take more like, what can I do? What can I do to make it better or improve it? Somebody moved my skeleton out there, but that's a different conversation. But it's just like, I like to see my front yard and backyard landscape. I have someone to take care of it. I like to see it cut. I don't like my house to look dirty. I like to make a difference. I like to be that whole like, hey, you know what? Here's my house. Hey, look at me. I will not do any type of, I will not do Christmas decorations or Halloween decorations maybe next year, but that's a total different conversation. But imagine yourself like doing Christmas decorations and Halloween and going all the way out. That's like, okay, so what can I do? Decorate. Can I do this? Can I do that? Of course I can. Oh, it's my home. Yeah. So that brings you so much happiness, and it's amazing. And this is another thing. I mean, it's just like, what do you want to do? Do you really want to keep on throwing that money away that you're not going to see a return of investment? Or what would you like to do? And another thing, when you own that home, and this is what I'm going to say, it's just like, yeah, of course, as a homeowner, you're going to take care of it, because if not, then you're going to have to do those repairs, and you're more conscious about it. You'd be like, okay, so now I have to do that. Okay, now I have to take care of that. And it's keeping up with all those things too. And it's one of the things you actually take pride as a homeowner completely. And Freddie Mac explains, as a homeowner, you have the freedom to adopt a pet, paint the walls, any color you choose, renovate your kitchen, and more. Of course, along with the freedoms of home ownership comes responsibilities such as making your monthly mortgage payments on time and maintaining your home. This is what I was talking about to you guys. But as a property owner, you'll be able to care for your own investment. Keep in mind, the more you care about it, the more you love about it, the more your investment grows. You're taking care of something that is building you wealth, that's building you stability for the future, for you and your family, peace of mind. These are things that you need to think about. So if you're not taking care of a living space that belongs to someone else, this space is yours. And it's totally different, because sometimes it's like, okay, I'm just going to be here for a short period of time. All right, now I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. So as an added benefit, you may get a return of investment for any upgrades or repairs you make. So keep in mind, you're actually putting money in a piggy bank that you're not seeing right now as a homeowner. But eventually when you sell it, then it's a totally different story. You'll see that big, giant piggy bank, that return of investment of, let me see what are my alternatives. What can I do? So homeownership can lead to a greater community engagement. I have built a really good relationship with my neighbors during the years. I've lived in this community for almost 5 years. Even though I just moved 1 mile down, they know me, I know them. And it's just like, hey, how you doing? They have my back, I have their back. So that's the sense of ownership, and your feeling the responsibility can even extend beyond the walls of your home. So that means you can get to know your neighbors. Be like, all right, let me see. Hey, how you doing? Oh, you're renting up, but that means you're going to live here for a short time. And then sometimes you don't even bother because you're just going to leave. But then when you become a homeowner, then that's a totally different story, because it's just like, hey, how you doing? Then you're setting roots down, and that's what you want as a homeowner. But then when you're as a renter, it's a totally different story. So which one do you want? Which one do you want to pick and choose? I need you to let me know. So comment below. Let me know, what are your thoughts on this? And let's see if I can help you out. So, your home also gives you a stake in the community. I mean, like, hey, the activities, what are we going to do? Hey, do you want to come over? Because the average homeowner stays in their home for longer than just a few years. That can lead to giving a stronger connection to your local area. So NAR notes how that can benefit you. Living in one place for a longer amount of time creates an obvious sense of community pride, which may lead to more investment in said community. That means you're going to want to know your neighbors. You're going to want to invest. You want to get on that HOA board. Be like, hey, I don't want to do this. No riding horses around the community. No, I mean, I'm saying that as an example because that's what I saw. Check out my videos. But if you're looking to put down roots, home ownership can help you feel a sense of connection to that area and those around you. So that's the thing. I mean, it's a benefit. It's just taking home ownership pride. And you know what? Don't worry. I'll take good care of you. Just let me know what questions you have and we'll go from there. There are different programs out there right now that is under the higher interest rate that you're worried about, but rents keep on going up. And how much interest rate are you really paying with that? When you're renting, think about that. I'll give you seconds. You're paying 100% interest rate. Did you know that? And that is not tax deductible. You cannot write that off taxes. So if you're preparing to buy a home this year, there are incredible benefits waiting for you at the end of your journey. That means you start fantasizing and dreaming on what you want to do. What can you do when you buy a house, when you own that home? Hey, can I park 2 cars in that garage? Can I accommodate? Do I need a basement? Do I not need a basement? Where the children's rooms are going to be? Hey, where am I going to put my mother-in-law? Okay. I mean, you start fantasizing and it's about just pushing you through it. How can you actually accomplish that home ownership, that American dream? So I just want to let you guys know I know it's a sense of the emotional and non-beneficial benefits of home ownership, but it all comes in as peace of mind. Do you have peace of mind? Do you like living in boxes? Do you like having that sense of, oh my gosh, my lease is up. What am I going to do? Are we going to stay here? Oh, they're going to increase another $500. Oh, great. And you have a fixed mortgage. You have a fixed mortgage with that. So there's so many things to tackle on and to think about. So this is Cindy Presgraves with Cindy's Realty Group by EXP. And I hope to subscribe, comment below, and share this content. And have a beautiful day, people.